My name is Bonnie. I'm going to take you through a short session today related to bringing some release into the shoulders. We often have tightness around the shoulder girdle because unfortunately sometimes that's where we bring the tension that we hold in our bodies. And so this series of movements will help to release those tight areas in the shoulders. First of all, we'll come into a seated position that's comfortable and upright, and bring your attention into the breath to bring you into an opportunity to become a little bit more settled and awareness in your body. So if you notice the soles of your feet on the floor, your sits bones on the chair, and if you need to move the flesh to have more contact with the sits bones, that's good. Notice where your shoulders are, resting away from your ears, and you may even need to move them a little bit so that you can feel the shoulder blades just resting down towards your sits bones. Let your shoulders be heavy and your arms heavy with a bit of a bend in the elbows, and the hands can be resting on the thighs, either palms up or palms down. And then if you bring your chin back a little bit, you'll bring length into the back of the neck so that you can feel the energy of the crown of your head reaching up to the sky, and the grounding of the soles of your feet on the floor in front of you. If you wish to close your eyes, you could do that. And take an opportunity here to watch the flow of your breath. If you imagine as you inhale that your breath is going down, filling up the body, going towards the pelvis, and on the exhale, the breath is flowing upward towards the crown of your head. Taking a few slow, easy breaths in this way. Feeling your body becoming settled in. 2 more breaths like this. And now open your eyes, and we'll take a little side stretch. So if you take one hand to the side of the chair and let the other arm come up over your head, stretching it up so that it's comfortable, and let the arm bones then rest back into the shoulder socket. So your shoulder is not pressing up to your ear, but the shoulder is nice and wide from the middle of the collarbone across, and your arm is stretching up. And then we'll take a little tip over to the right. So as you inhale, keep your sits bones nicely grounded on the chair as you come over to the right. Exhale, come up to a neutral position again, but leaving the arm up. And then take one more stretch over to the right, letting that arm become nice and long and stretched from the fingers to the sits bones. And exhale. Come up to neutral and let that arm rest down, and we'll take the other arm up. Notice the difference between one side to the other. And then as you inhale, stretching long and over to the left. Exhale, coming up. One more time, inhaling, coming over to the left in a nice long stretch. Exhale to come up and release that arm down. Let's rotate the shoulders by bringing the one to start with up, back, pressing it down and forward. 2 more rotations on this side like that. Let the arm be heavy and relaxed. And then we'll do the other side, Notice the difference from one side to the other. And then we'll take both arms up for 2 rotations in this direction, and then 2 the other way. Already you may start to notice that there is a bit of a release happening around the shoulders. Let's take the hands in front and clasp them and turn the palms away from you. And this time we're going to draw the shoulders forward, draw the belly back, and tuck the chin into the chest so you have a nice rounded back. And then on the exhale, as you draw yourself up tall, bring your arms back so that you're holding on either to the back of the chair or the sides of the chair, and maybe looking up if it's comfortable for your neck. And we'll do 2 more like that. Inhaling to come into the rounded back. Exhaling to come up, looking up. So there's a bit of a back bend here. This will be the last one. And come back to a neutral spine. With this one, we're going to cross the arms. So there is, this is a modified version. This is often called eagle arms. Another way you could do it is to take one elbow right into the crease of the other one and just have your hands up towards the ceiling with the backs of the hands facing each other. And then if you have a lot of room in your shoulders, you could bring your hands, the palms of your hands together. But you might find that this is very intense on the shoulders, so only go to where it's really, really comfortable for you and honor that stiffness or tightness that you may be feeling in your own body, and don't force yourself to go beyond where it's comfortable. I'm going to keep my hands with the backs of my hands facing each other, and then lifting up the elbows on the inhale, and on the exhale, bringing the elbows down towards your chest and leaning forward a little bit. And 2 more times, inhaling to come into an upright position and bring the elbows up, and exhale, pressing those elbows down. When you press your elbows down like that, you're also stimulating the lymphatic system, the lymphatics that are under your armpits and towards the center of your body. And then inhale, come back to neutral, and release your arms here and let them come up to the ears tightly, tightly, and exhale and release them. Now we're going to do a series of movements with the arms and the legs. So this is going to be eagle arms and legs, and this time we'll just have the arms crossed in front like this, and whichever arm is on top, I have my left arm on top. I'm going to cross my left leg over. So you might want to bring your feet a little bit more to the center. And then exhale, bring the feet down and relax. Inhale, come into the other side. So whichever arm is on top, the leg will be on top. Exhale and come back to neutral. And we'll go back and forth like that 2 more times on each side. And this time, feel the soles of your feet on the mat. Make sure that you're forward in your chair. And this time we're going to bring the feet a little bit wider, and we're going to come into a forward fold with the feet wider on the floor. So you could come halfway and hold on at the elbows, keeping the spine long with the chin slightly tucked in and the back of the neck long. And if you wish to go all the way forward, you could let those arms slide down the front of your knees. Let yourself come all the way forward. So your belly is resting between your thighs here, and you can let your head go. If your hands will reach the floor, just bring them down to wherever they will come with comfort. And let your head nod side to side, up and down a couple of times so that you know you have allowed that release to happen in the back of the neck. The head is heavy, so you're going to get a little bit of a stretch here in the back of the neck due to the gravity with your head coming down towards the floor. Take a couple of breaths here, feeling the expansion coming all the way towards your back body. And then to come out of this pose, we do it very carefully so that we're protecting the low back. First, bring one forearm to rest on your thigh. Then bring the other forearm to rest on the thigh. So you're still in your forward fold. Engage at the belly as you inhale and slowly let yourself unwind so that you're coming up to a tall seated position. And now I'm going to come down onto the floor and with legs on the seat, and this will be the end of the session today. So I hope that you have enjoyed it. When you come down to the floor, I'm just going to show you how to do it in its optimal way. But if you have the time to spend about 10 minutes with your feet up on the chair, it's a really nice way to come into complete relaxation with lots of support along your back and the lower part of your legs comfortable. When I move the chair forward, I'm going to come down so that I'm lying with the back of the chair to the side of my legs, and that way I won't run into a problem with the feet coming into the back of the chair. And when you bring your legs onto the chair, make sure that you have yourself positioned so that the whole of the lower leg is supported. And then coming down with lots of care, using your arms and your elbows to just bring yourself down. If you find that your chin is reaching up to the ceiling like this, you may need to have a little bit more support under your head, so a cushion or a blanket or something like that. And then see if you can let there be lots of width across your collarbones, and let your arms come out to the side, a bit away from the body with the palms facing up. And if you have something to cover your eyes, this is a good opportunity to do that so that there isn't any light interfering. Hopefully you can feel the whole of your back body, especially that lower part of your back, around your sacrum, resting on the floor. And you can then bring your attention to your breath as it flows in and out at the nostrils, letting it be a natural flow of breath. Knowing that the video will end now, but you can stay here for a goodly length of time if you have the time to do that. When you're coming off the chair, just bring one leg off and then the other so that the legs are stacked. Roll onto your side and use that top hand pressing into the floor. Bring yourself up